What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me again, crypto friends here on Theta. We're doing it. We're having a great time together, you guys, and I love being here on Theta. That's what it comes down to. And hey, thank you so much for the follow there. You are the best one. Am I the best one, or are you the best one? You guys are the best, I would say. That's what it comes down to. So yeah, we've had some crazy, today is a great day because not only is today my weekly market update. So we're going to talk about crypto markets. We're going to talk about your favorite coins. I want to hear you guys putting suggestions into the chat. So I'll take a look at a couple of coin charts for some of your favorite coins. We're always going to look at Bitcoin chart, and we're always going to look at the Theta chart, right? Because we love both of those coins. But if you guys have some suggestions about things you want me to look at, in particular, look at some charts, maybe give you my opinion on some things, I would definitely love to answer those questions. And of course, I'm always here for any of you new beginners that are kind of new to crypto. Maybe you have some questions. Maybe there's things that you don't know that you're curious about. There's never any stupid question on this channel. I know sometimes people are a little bit hesitant to ask questions like that on, social media, but I always try and create a really great, place for people to kind of come and not have to be worried that, that their opinion or their question is people are going to think it's stupid. So there's no stupid questions here, guys. I love all of your questions, and I appreciate all of you being here. So not only are we going to take a look at the crypto markets themselves and what's been going on here in the last week, we're also going to look at the NFT market and some NFT news, because you guys know I love NFTs. It's been one of my main focuses. And, I talk about trading digital assets, trading digital NFTs and items in that marketplace. And so we want to dive more into that on each one of these crypto NFT market watches. But today is also a special day because it is my monthly community live stream. So once a month, I do a big community live stream where people who hold my Crypto Stash Founders Token NFT, they get a chance to spin the Wheel of Crypto, guys. You guys know about the Wheel of Crypto? You guys don't know about that Wheel of Crypto. Let me turn this on so you can see this Wheel of Crypto real quick here. Boom, this is it right here. This is the Wheel of Crypto. This is a special prize wheel that I made before I got in Theta, before I found all the cool giveaway things that Theta had here. I've been using this wheel for well over a year. So people who own my Crypto Stash NFT, my founders token, they get entered into a drawing every month. 3 of them will be able to spin this wheel right here, guys. So we're gonna have a lot of fun doing this today. This is a special thing that I do once a month for those founders token holders. And so you can definitely go grab one of these tokens. There's a couple for sale on the NGINX marketplace. I'm gonna toss in actually a link for you guys if you wanna go check that out and find one for yourself. And you guys can jump in on this for next month. I mean, I think that would be a lot of fun if you guys are interested in doing that. So there you go. There's a little link. So you can see what that token looks like in that link. You can see the Crypto Stash Founders token there, and you can see the fact that we have about 55 people who hold this token. So there's a lot of good people in this drawing already, and I'm excited to be able to do that today. So that's another exciting thing. Now, what else is exciting going on today? It's the U.S. elections. It's gonna get crazy. We don't know what's going to happen. Is Bitcoin going to win the election? Of course, Bitcoin always wins. It doesn't matter who wins today, whether you're a Trump supporter or you're a Biden supporter, or maybe you were even hoping Kanye West would continue his presidential bid there. Regardless, Bitcoin is always going to win. There's nobody, no political force can really stop Bitcoin. That's one of the things I really love about it. As much as they try and regulate it in places, as much as they try and to find ways to track your Bitcoin, to see what you're doing, there's no real way they can stop it. And that's one of the great things I think that I love about Bitcoin in particular. It can't be censored. There's really no way for the government to say, no, we're going to freeze that transaction. You cannot send that Bitcoin to somebody else. Oh, and Incent is up, guys. Get that Incent. Get the Incent. If you guys are not familiar with Incent, you should definitely check out get.incent.com, and you can put in my code there or scan it with the Appy app. to get some free cryptocurrency. And of course, you're winning, you're earning free T fuel just by watching. So not only can you get Incent here, not only can you get T fuel here, I'm also doing tons of giveaways. So I have a prediction open right now. Will Bitcoin win the election? I think it will. Bitcoin always wins. No matter who wins, Bitcoin never loses. That's how I look at it. So thank you guys for being in chat too. Looks like we got a couple of stashers here. I've seen Sparhawk in chat before. DM Cooper, thank you so much for stopping by, man. Thoughts on the future of Incent? That's a pretty good question. You know, I like what they do and the fact that they have a very simple setup and system for streamers and people who, do online content to be able to integrate this social cryptocurrency into what they're doing. I think that is a win-win right there. They're also getting ready to come out with their app. So that's going to be the main way for you to be able to redeem this cryptocurrency. And I mean, we can look at the Incent chart too. So once we get here to the crypto markets, we'll look at the Incent chart as well for real life naked boy. Just going straight birthday suit all the time, huh, man? I love it. Who else we got in chat here today? Let's see who else is in the chat. If you're here in chat and you're watching, go ahead and throw like a little emoji in there. We got Ask Us in chat. Definitely long time stasher, been here supporting on Theta for a while already. Thank you so much, man. And oh, hey, how's it going, Jeff Fiver? It's Jeff Fiver. Sometimes I read the names. I'm like, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm sorry, man, but that doesn't mean I don't heart you. So yeah, I do this. I stream only twice a week, guys. I try and get in as much as I can. But it is hard for me. I have a business that I run. I don't do crypto full time like you see a lot of these other YouTubers or streamers that are doing it full time, and I don't. But I love being here with you guys, and I love talking with you, hearing your suggestions for coins. I love learning together with all of you. That's a big part of what I like to do, creating community, getting everyone together, being able to ask questions. Jasper, what's going on, man? Good to see you here. And so, the community is a big thing for me. We like to support each other in what we're doing here in crypto. So if you guys want to join the community, you can join the community by going to my Telegram channel. I just put a link there in chat. Or you can actually go to my website too, and you can sign up for my newsletter, and that'll keep you a little bit more abreast if you don't want to try and keep up with what's going on in Telegram. I send out once a week like recap of all of my articles and things that I posted on the website, so you can at least kind of keep up with what I'm doing and what's going on in crypto if you're a little bit more infrequent in getting on some of those things. But great resource on my website. I have tons of free articles there. Great stuff for beginners if you're just getting started in crypto, but also for those seasoned veterans who want to dive a little bit more into projects and in particular into NFTs. So that's kind of what we do here. That's what I'm all about. That's what I love doing and doing with you guys, learning together. We're going to jump into the markets, but first, before we start looking at some charts and start doing some requests for charts, I want to show you guys something actually really cool and fun. So Halloween just passed, and I'm a big Halloween guy, right? And I go all out for Halloween is what it comes down to. Not only me, but my whole family goes all out for Halloween. And every year we like to do custom decorations that we craft and create ourselves in my front yard. So we do a whole big gigantic themed display. And so like last year was Beetlejuice. The year before was Harry Potter we did. And we've also done Nightmare Before Christmas. We did The Walking Dead one year. And so the neighborhoods really come to love this. And, I love doing Halloween costumes. If you guys catch my other streaming show, which is the Secret Agent Stash Show, you know that already, right? Because every week I'm in a different disguise and everyone's like, Stash, where do you get all these costumes or these disguises from, man? And I'm like, well, honestly, I've had most of them just sitting up in my garage because I love Halloween that much. So I've been a big, fan of Halloween for a long time. So I want to show you guys something really cool. So on Halloween, I did a really cool video of all of my decorations. I'm going to show you the video first, and then I'll show you a couple of photos as well, so you guys can kind of see exactly the full extent of what I did. I thought it was actually really fun, so hopefully you guys will like this. And let's go switch over to the website. That is not the right website. There we go. I'm gonna pause the background audio so you can listen to this real quick. So this is a video I took of me as we did Pirates of the Caribbean this year, and I dressed as Jack Sparrow. I think I'm a pretty legit Jack Sparrow. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's real short. It's only about a minute and a half. So. I did a 30-foot pirate ship with real working cannons in my front yard. So those cannons, they light up. You don't see it in the video here, but they light up and they have sound. So it goes boom, and those cannons all fire. So I did that. It's a 30-foot pirate ship, and then you can see here's the entrance to the Pirates of the Caribbean. If you know that ride from Disneyland, we kind of mixed the movie and the ride together. Barbossa. My mom dressed as Barbossa and made that monkey. Classic scene right here with the dog and the keys. They're whistling. Burning beams. We had a big bonfire. We had a big giant pirate party, actually. We had a bunch of friends come over and hang out with us. It was a lot of fun. And tons of kids. I mean, our block was just packed with kids, too. So yeah, so that I thought that was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys kind of like that video. I'm gonna show you a couple of. Let me pull up a couple of photos so you can kind of see what that looked like too. But it was actually a lot of fun. So I want to show you guys these, and then we'll dive into the markets here. So no worries, we're definitely gonna get to that too. So here's my whole family. This is my whole family, my girlfriend, my daughter, my grandma, my mom, and stepdad, all dressed as Pirates of the Caribbean, characters. So I'm Jack. My girlfriend is the Red Winch on auction that they just took out of all the Disneyland rides. If you know Disneyland or you're a big Disney fan, you definitely know her. And then Barbossa, me first mate Gibbs, and Elizabeth Swan, and my grandma's just generic pirate. Here's a bunch of friends that later on at night we're having the bonfire. Here's me quite drunk on rum. some more friends here. And let me show you guys some daytime pics of this. So here's so you can see how the size of that ship. I mean, it was massive. This was a 30-foot ship, rigging and everything. What do you guys think about that? If you guys think this is cool, let me know. If not, I'll definitely stop, showing this stuff in chat. But I thought it would be kind of something interesting and different for you guys to see here before we jumped into the markets. Just kind of see kind of the stuff that I was up to during the daytime. Oh, so you see right here, you can see the cannons fire. Boom. So I rigged out all that up. I thought it was kind of cool. Some details of our costumes. I have an actual pirate sword too that I jump on too. So there's me as Jack Sparrow, my girlfriend. These are some pretty good detail photos. The captain's quarters. See, I wish these were all Bitcoin right here. I wish these were all Bitcoins. I'd be super rich at this point, right? That'd be some amazing booty. So, and then here's the last one. So this is the dog with the keys. Like we did all these guys custom made, all these decorations for the front yard. Auctions, take a winch for a bride. Anyway, so I just want to show you that yeah, I mean, it was really great. Yeah, neighborhood kids love it. I bet. Oh yeah, they totally loved it. I mean, now we had so many kids come through, and the neighbors, all watching us build this over the last couple of weeks in my front yard. It was just, so many people were very thankful, because they felt like Halloween is one of their favorite holidays too, and with everything going on and people being on quarantine, and so we got a lot of thanks from people and a lot of great, praise from the neighborhood kids and everything. So I think it was a really great thing to do, for the neighborhood. We do this everywhere, but man, it takes a lot of my time and a lot of the effort. So that's why I really haven't been, very active on social the last week or two, because I was working on all these crazy decorations. So now you guys know what I was up to. So I appreciate that and you guys coming through. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. J to the T, what's going on, man? Irish Crypto Girl, thanks for joining us. Yeah, it was a long time to set up, man. I mean, we were working on these things for, at least over a month, and really here the last 2 weeks or so, I took the whole week off before Halloween to do all those decorations. So it was a pretty big undertaking, man. So I wasn't doing any trading in particular these last 2 weeks. I was just kind of hodling my positions, which wasn't necessarily the best idea, to be perfectly honest, guys. With Bitcoin, yeah, sure, I'm always hodling Bitcoin. But there were some other altcoins that I've been in that I've gotten a little wrecked on, I'm not gonna lie. And so we'll take a look at some of those things here. We're gonna jump into the markets and we're gonna talk about the crypto markets in general and NFTs now, so you guys can follow along with that. So, okay, jumping into the markets here, in general, we have had, a bit of sideways action really since the last time we were looking at the charts here about a week or so ago. Bitcoin hasn't done a whole hell of a lot. Let's look at the 14 days just so we come to get an idea. The last time we were looking at Bitcoin, we were around the 13K range. So not quite 2 weeks ago, but almost. And so like when we talked about this, it's gone up. I mean, it's been a little bit up and down, but we've had pretty much sideways channel action. What you can see so far is, if you're looking at this trend, and actually let's pull up a trading view so we can get a little bit more in depth here on the chart itself. Adam's been getting battered. Yeah, I mean, most altcoins have been getting crushed on. In particular, DeFi altcoins have definitely been getting crushed. And we're going to look at Bitcoin, and then we're going to look at Theta. But let's look at BTC. And let's go to the 1 hour chart. We want to zoom out here a bit so we can get, actually, let's go to the 4 hour. So we can get a clearer picture of what we've been seeing here over the last week and a half, right? So since about the last time I did a stream here, so you can see once we kind of hit this this upper like I don't know, upper 12,000. We've been supporting around the 12.8 level. You can see for quite some time. So you can see here we have quite a bit of support at the 12.9 or 13,000 level. And then we're looking at some pretty hard resistance here at about a little bit less than 14,000. So we've been trading in this channel of about 13 or 12.9 to about 13.8, and we've seen some pretty rough resistance here around the 13.8 level, but we're approaching that once again. So you can see where we've had some pretty good up and downs. I mean, it's been pretty much sideways action trading in this channel. Now, it's a large channel. If you talk about like, oh, well, Stash, I mean, if you were down here in this when we had a support of about 12.8, and then it broke out of this 13.2, kind of support resistance channel. Yeah, I mean, but we've also dropped down below those a couple times. But the thing that you'll notice here, and that we'll look at, is in the last week, here's what I'm seeing, is I'm seeing this, is that we're getting higher lows, and which is a good thing. So we're seeing an upwards trend in these lows, and I mean, you can even draw this even further. We could look at it like this almost, right? So if we're looking at a long-term kind of trend, this is actually not too bad. Well, here, let's get down to the wicks here a little bit. And so we're seeing higher lows here over the last week or so on Bitcoin. And, so it's definitely channeling into, oh, oops. So we're looking at kind of a bit of an upwards trend here in what's going on. If you take out some of these, these breakouts, right? This is the kind of channel that we're looking at for Bitcoin right at the moment. So excluding some of these quick pumps here that we've had, and then drops down. We're looking at this kind of upwards channel, which I think is good and healthy. This is something I talked about on the last stream. And people are like, "Oh, well, where's Bitcoin going?" I think it's going to trade, somewhat sideways here for a little bit more time. Then we're going to have one more decent dip, which I think we still are going to have. So we're still kind of seeing some upward, a small slight incline here. But I do think we're still going to see somewhat of a dip here, and we're seeing that with altcoins for sure. So with Bitcoin, it's still been on an upward trend, but all the altcoins have definitely taken quite a beating here in the market. So J to the T says, past month been taking profits to BTC. Damn good timing. I just want, yeah. I mean, and I think that's a good thing. As I'm saying, Bitcoin has definitely been leading the way. Bitcoin dominance is up for sure. So if we look at the dominance for Bitcoin, 63.2%, guys. That's pretty large right there. And dominance for ETH and altcoins has definitely dropped considerably here over the last month or so. And so and that's what we're seeing here in the chart. Now, if we're going to be looking at one more good dump before we really pump hard here on Bitcoin, I mean, we'd be looking here in the mid 11.5 level. I would say is where we have the next kind of support here. If you're really looking at this trend, like major support that we've seen here over the last month or so. So I mean, I could see it dropping down to that level at the very worst case scenario at this point. But I do see it, like I said, right now. I mean, we're looking at this upward trend, and it's it's not necessarily trading perfectly sideways, but still still at a point where we're approaching here on the 4-hour to being a little bit overbought on the RSI. Let's go look at a little bit of a larger time frame, and we look at the monthly. So we're definitely testing here on the monthly. We're testing some of these monthly highs here for the last 2 years. So that's a really good sign here when it comes to Bitcoin. We've broken out of some of the resistances we've seen before on some of these monthly candles. But you can see we're testing this monthly high from 2018, and then also from earlier in the year in June of 2019. So that was also a pretty good looking large macro trend there as well. So we can look at the weekly, similar here on the weekly. We're breaking out of some of these resistance that we've seen before on the weekly chart, and if that continues to close with a really good high weekly, we could end up busting this chart open as well too. So, and once again, very strong upward weekly trend here on Bitcoin over the last 6 months or so. I mean, look at this upward weekly trend. It's pretty nice looking upward trend there. So let's go take a look at Theta. If there's coins you guys want me to look at too, definitely put them in the chat so I know, and we'll jump on them too. We're gonna look at Incent too, because I know the real life naked boy wanted to look at Incent. So if you guys have some charts you want me to look at, definitely let me know. 2020 strategy was buy anywhere under 12K, predicted a 16K top for year, and outside chance for 20K. Yeah, looking at the chart, and what we've seen in previous trends, I don't know that we're going to see a 20K Bitcoin by the end of the year. I could definitely see 16. I could see us hitting highs, which will put us at I think that would be the highs for the last 3 years until the beginning of 2018, if I'm not mistaken here. With what we've seen before. So here is, if we look at the 2019 or 2017 is when we hit all-time high really of 19,000, and then beginning of January, right, is when last time we really saw a $16,000 Bitcoin. Since then, I mean, we haven't really seen much of that action here until recently this year. So I agree with you. I think that we could definitely see a $16,000 Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't know if we'll see 20K. I don't know if we'll see an all-time high or a little bit above all-time high. I would love to see that by the end of the year. I mean, if you can see the kind of the same trend going on October, we had kind of a somewhat similar trend that you're seeing here in October, right? When you talk about the weekly close and how it kind of looks. I mean, this is a pretty similar trend. So, if you look at this dip right here, very similar to this dip, and then shooting up pretty quickly, then down. So we saw it shoot up pretty quickly, and then a downtrend here, right? Same as this. And then you can see the candles here and here look very similar. So, I mean, if we, going into the end of November, we can keep some of these highs that we're seeing and some of the weekly trends here with Bitcoin in general. By December, I mean, you look how quickly Bitcoin shot up. We may be repeating this same cycle, but I think it might be a little bit too early. But we'll see. Sometimes it's really hard to tell and give a good long-term prediction for Bitcoin because you never know what the hell it's going to do. We can do a lot of this of predictions and using things like support and resistance, RSI, MACD, things like that to try and predict through some of these things. But they're not ever 100% accurate. But we are seeing some very similar trends in this weekly pattern that we've seen here in the past. So very. Not bad prediction back in January, yeah. Yeah, see, JTC, that's what I was thinking too. I was feeling one more pullback before the end of the year. We might see it, and that might correlate with this dip right here, but we may have already seen that. Like I said, we've seen a significant size candle, the same kind of significant size candle going from 11.7 down to 10.3. And then you can see a very similar amount. So 7.3 down to 5.7, right? And so these are looking very similar in the way that they we're kind of creating this uptrend on the weekly close here. So what else we got here? I'll sell Bitcoin to anyone who wants to buy a 20K Bitcoin now. I don't think anyone will take that deal there, Irish Crypto Girl, but they may be kicking themselves in the ass here come the end of December, beginning of January of 2021, depending on how things go. Now, do you guys think that with the U.S. elections, that's going to have any impact on the Bitcoin price in general? Now, I feel like it may have some sort of impact depending on who wins on the stock market, but we do know that Bitcoin is not very correlated with the stock market, guys. So what is your opinion on that? I would say I don't see any impact on Bitcoin. I think that no matter who wins or what happens in this election, I think Bitcoin is decoupled from things like this of political nature. I don't think it's going to affect either way. I think it may affect the stock markets though, and I think that I do think that if Trump wins, I think we will see a stock market rally. And I think if Biden wins, we may see a continuation in the sell-off that we've seen in stocks here over the past week or so, week and a half here in the stock market. So let's look at Theta. And then we're going to look at Incent. Unless you guys have another coin you want me to look at. We're going to look at the general markets as well. But I want to look at Theta here. But let's look at the 4-hour first. So last time we talked about Theta, let's get rid of this guy. Last time we talked about Theta, I kept talking about this 58 cent resistance level, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that has been a pretty hard resistance. I mean, support for Bitcoin. So that's been a pretty hard support level for Theta, and you can see that we've maintained that here on the 4-hour, but it's broken it here recently in the last day, and we've dipped down below to the 57 cent level. Even though it's rebounded here. Now let's go look at a shorter time frame, and we can kind of see a little bit more about that. So you can see it's really struggled to hold on to this. We've gotten support at 58 cents, but then it's broken that support here over the last day, and now it's been struggling to get back up to that support. And we may see that 58 cent support now being flipped to resistance. We can see that it's definitely going into the the RSI is definitely creeping up here to the top. And in general, the volume is not looking as good as it was the last couple of days. So we're seeing a little bit less volume, and in particular less volume than we've seen over some of the last month here with this token as well. And I think this just kind of goes with the same trend that we're seeing here with the rest of altcoins. If we look at any of these altcoin charts, we're going to be seeing a very similar trend. So I'm going to jump back and look at some of these altcoin charts and show and talk about this. So I will buy Theta if they give me a stream key. Well, you know, those stream keys are definitely very hot and a hot commodity out there. If I had stream keys to give, you know, I would definitely be hooking you guys up with those. So you think if election is contested and it's messy, maybe a bigger pullback? It could be. What's my take on Zilliqa? So let's go look at Incent first, and then we'll look at Zilliqa. Oops, that's something for later. We're going to talk about some NFT and some blockchain gaming news after this too, so definitely stick around, guys. Oh, make sure you guys get that Incent. Incent is up. Well, I'm going to turn the music back on. I forgot to turn that thing off. Okay, so looking at the you know, overall you know, market here, alts have just been dumping over the last week. You can see most of these coins are down, you know, 7 to 15%. Chainlink down 11% on the week, but they're kind of starting to stable here over the last hour or so. Bitcoin up 5.4%, leading the way on all these things, but you know, Ethereum down almost 3%, and then some other bigger leaders on the Binance coin. One of my favorites, BNB, down 14% here over the last week, and like I said, that we've just been seeing, you know, alts bleeding out in general. So it's just an ongoing trend. Crypto Humble, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I am Crypto Humble myself, man. I try and be your humble servant here, and you know, trying to give you guys as much good advice and, you know, foresights into the markets, but also letting you know about cool things about NFTs and also doing good giveaways. So, and speaking of giveaways, let's look at, we're going to look at Theta, and then we're going to draw this current prediction we have right now. So make sure you guys get in on that giveaway. So. Other coins here that have been big losers, crypto.com, the CRO token. So, you know, although it is following kind of the market trends we see here, I think one of the big reasons why CRO has fallen from almost being you know, a solid top 10 contender is because of the structure they've changed on getting dividends on holding their CRO tokens. This is one of the reasons why I have not been a big fan of crypto.com. The way that they've kind of continually restructured some of the things, the way that they treated the people who, you know, their MCO holders, they you know, revamped that whole system, and it didn't. All these things have been negative for longtime supporters of the platform and only good for new people coming in. And so I think that has been one of the things that have negatively affected their token price here, and why they've dropped so far in the rankings here on you know, market cap rankings. So I don't know if you guys are big crypto.com holders, but I am not. I've not really been a big fan of their platform. I've talked about it a few times here and there, but I am very much a Binance boy, a BNB fanboy for sure. I've been on the Binance platform since it was created. I loved what they were doing from the get-go. I love the fact that they had their own token. They have, you know, really been, you know, a leader in what has been going on here in the crypto space for a long time when it comes to altcoins, right? So many other exchanges have followed their you know, their model with the BNB token, really providing utility to their users. And so that's why I'm really, you know, very bullish on BNB as a long-term hold, and Binance.com as one of my main places to go trade and to buy altcoins. So so yeah, we can look at Matic. So we're gonna look at Incent, Zilliqa, and then Matic. Sell, too strong. Sell. Yes, Bruggy, dude. I'm a big fan of Celsius Network in general. I love the fact that you can get, you know, massive interest on your crypto holdings there. If you guys aren't using Celsius, you should look at my link down below in my description here of my channel. Click on the link there. Go ahead and sign up for Celsius. Give it a try. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. It is a third-party resource, so you do have to transfer your crypto to them. So there is always, you know, some slight, you know, chance that something might go wrong. And just like if you were holding on an exchange, I always tell you guys, you know, don't trust these third-party places. Always try and keep your coins in your own wallet. But when it comes to these staking platforms where you can get, you know, a percentage of interest, you do have to kind of, play your risk factor there. Are you willing to take that type of risk? Is it, how much? In particular, I don't stick all of my crypto into Celsius, but I stick a good chunk in there so I can earn a good amount. And like right now, I'm earning at least $9 every week on my crypto holdings. That's $9 every week. I never earned $9 in the entire time that I was using a regular standard savings account through my bank on a yearly basis. I never even earned $9 on the entire year, but I'm earning that much every week on Celsius, and that's just a small portion of my crypto portfolio. So imagine if I put it all in there, it would be pretty big returns. So no matter how big your portfolio is, Celsius is a really great option. And if you guys want to support me, you can click on my Celsius link down below and get started with them. Same thing with Binance. Those are my two go-tos when it comes to, recommendations for those that are getting into the crypto space. Maybe you're new, or maybe you're looking for, a really solid place to trade and you're not signed up for Binance yet, or Celsius, getting that interest on your crypto. They're both incredibly great, solid platforms that, when it comes down to trust, I barely trust my mama. I barely trust my own mama, but I put some small amount of trust into these platforms and it has paid off so far. So seems like they gave up on us. I was huge fan until they started about 3 to 6 months ago. Yeah, I feel you, J to the T. That's how I think a lot of people were too as well. So upset with them. Yeah, I feel it, man. I'm sorry, But glad to hear you're a Celsian. Glad to hear you're a Celsian. Yeah, Cell has been doing great, and we'll look at Cell too. So you should look into Stake Cube. It beats Cell interest on BTC, LTC, and Doge. I will look into Stake Cube. There's a bunch of these platforms that have been popping up, and whereas a lot of times maybe they'll give you better rates or something on something like that, I tend to go with something that has been very trusted or long standing instead of chasing some of these companies that are I would consider kind of fly by night, or have just kind of popped up out of nowhere, or don't have a good reputation yet. I'd rather have a little bit less interest or a little bit less risk, because I'm going with a well-established place, which is the reason why I use Binance. There's a ton of exchanges out there, but you really have to understand what the risk is with some of these small exchanges who may end up getting hacked. Hacks happen all the time. There was a big KuCoin hack just recently, and then also people have definitely speculated on other recent hacks, and YOK, X may have been hacked, even though their, funds were locked. People don't really know what the heck went on. Don't trust anyone. So you really have to be, careful with your risk and stuff there. So real life naked boy, if you want to use Binance and you're in the US, there's two options for you. So you can either get a VPN and sign up for Binance that way, which is essentially what I do. I use a VPN to access my Binance account, even though I had a Binance account before they started not allowing US customers to the Binance.com site. Hey D-Max, thanks so much for the follow, man. Or you can go jump on to Binance US, which is actually a pretty good platform. They're adding more and more coins every day. It's the same trusted software that you're getting with Binance, and it works pretty good. So if you guys want to sign up, if you're in the US and you don't want to use a VPN to get to Binance.com, you can sign up for Binance US, and I'll put my link here below. So those of you that are not comfortable with maybe using a VPN, or you don't have a VPN, which I do highly recommend using a VPN for all of your crypto stuff. That's why I use it in particular, because it masks my location and what I'm doing a little bit better to my IP and some other people, or not to my IP, but to other people and other websites. On top of using Brave browser, which is also very privacy focused. I'm a huge Brave supporter too, so you guys using those things in combination are actually a really good idea. So yeah, so if you're in the US and you don't want to use the VPN, you can use Binance.us, which is the US version. They just have less coins on there, but still a really great, solid place to trade. But good to see you back here, Maddie Divine. SC takes a lot of shit coins. Buyer beware. Yeah, it's true. Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's you really need to be kind of careful of what you're doing here. Like I said, it's all about risk tolerance. I tend to go with platforms that are a little more stable, have a little bit more reputation, have been around for a longer time. I slowly scale into them. Like when I start with Celsius, I only put like $200 or $300 into Celsius, And then I've slowly scaled into it and put more and more as I've gotten more profit or taken profit on some of my trades. I put a little bit more in there, a little bit of my profits, and pulling out my my original investments. So I want to make sure that I'm doing due diligence, and that's a pretty big thing here in crypto, guys. So how you get neat ref link? I don't know what you mean there, Irish Crypto Girl. What do you mean neat ref link? Oh, you mean for the ones for my website? And then, Maddie, we're talking about NordVPN just sold out all the info. VPN. What does that mean? What do you mean by NordVPN sold out all their info, or I'm like about their customers? I'm not sure what that means, but let me know what you're talking about there. All right, so let's go look at a couple more coins here, and then we're gonna look at some NFT news, and we're gonna actually draw the giveaway actually right now. That we've had open. So the prediction, will Bitcoin win the US presidential elections? Bitcoin always wins, guys. It always wins. Bitcoin never loses. That's how I look at it. So no matter who wins today, whether it's Biden or Trump, Bitcoin is always the winner, right? So yes, I hope you guys predicted yes on this, and I'm going to draw that right now. I'm going to start another one right away. So. And then don't forget here later, one of the last things, make sure you stick around if you're one of my Crypto Stash Founders token holders, because we're going to do the Wheel of Crypto, and we're going to do that. So we're going to do that whole spin for that, and that's something we definitely want to not miss. All right. All right, let's close the giveaway here and draw away. Who's going to be lucky winner? Bruggy, Warrior Spinner, and Irish Crypto Girl. Dang it, Irish Crypto Girl, you are very lucky. I don't know what it is, but you always win some great stuff here. So congratulations to all of you winners on that giveaway. Let's get another one going. Let's get some more giveaways going, guys. Why not? I'm going to throw some T-Fuel in this one, too. All right, let's do a real quick. I'm actually going to give you guys a real question here instead of a funny one about Bitcoin. What do you guys think about this? So here I'm gonna poll you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are not here in the United States. You're outside of the United States, but there's been so much hype about this election, what's going on here, whether it's going to affect markets, whether it's going to be a global thing, and stuff like that. So. Let me know what you guys think in this new prediction. Who do you think will win the U.S. election? I'm not trying to get your preference here. It's all anonymous, of course, right? So definitely let me know what you guys think about that. I want to know. I want to hear your opinion. I honestly, I don't know. It's very. I think it's going to be very close, to be perfectly honest. I think Trump will probably claim he won, but then it's going to be a long, drawn-out process. I think it's going to be all crazy. There's going to be a lot of drama involved. There may be riots and things. I think a lot of people are predicting riots across the United States. So there could be some unrest. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't look very good at this moment right now. Hey, Nico, thank you so much for the follow and the dance party, buddy. Woo! I love getting that dance party and making that ball drop. How will you pick winner? You got inside info. The winner. So the prediction is going to be who I think is the winner. So I agree, Stash, but hope not. So I'm not gonna tell you who I think the winner is going to be just yet. But when I go to answer the prediction, I'm going to put who I think is actually going to be the winner. So you guys just put who you think. Actually, I probably should just put a poll up instead of making a prediction, right? Maybe we should do a poll instead. But what can I say? Toxic, very toxic out there. It is, yeah. I don't like the divisiveness. That's one of the things I hate the most about elections, is how it divides, people. We're all good people out here. We're just trying to make a living. We're trying to spend time with our family and friends. We're, trying to be able to pursue a little bit of happiness. That's everyone's goal. It doesn't matter who you're voting for, but those are your goals. And now some people have, some bias towards other people, depending on what's going on, but when it comes down to some of the basics in life, those are the things we're all looking for, no matter what creed, race, or, other crazy denomination you might be. We're all looking for some of those basics, Duh, she's Irish. That's funny. So yeah, so for that prediction, we're just gonna go with who I think is the winner, and you guys put whoever you think on there, and I will put who I think is the winner, and you guys guess maybe who you think I'm thinking the winner is going to be in this prediction. All right, so let's go look at Incent, and then we're gonna look at a couple more coins. We're gonna look at Incent, we're gonna look at Matic, and we're going to look at Zilliqa, and look at the charts for those ones. So so I was asked about Incent before. So when you talk about altcoins, Incent up 3.8% today. That's not bad. But in general, pretty heavy downtrend for Incent, you know, for what we've seen here. But over the last 24 hours, not bad. So we'll just look at the 30 days. I mean, you know, Incent has been steadily declining. Does that mean that it's a bad project, that the idea is bad? Well, I mean, if you bought Incent down over here, yes. But the you know, that's one of the, I guess, one of the major problems with social cryptocurrencies like this, where you're kind of giving them away for free. There is inflation, so over time, it's always going to kind of look like this. There's always going to be a downward trend for this kind of chart. And I don't know how much incentive there is really to trade something like this, because everyone is just earning it for free. But you know, the fact of the matter is it's there, and it is something you can earn for free. And even though the price is steadily going down, if you're getting it for free and then you go and sell it, why not? I mean, you can make a little bit of money off of it. Or maybe you trade it for one of your other favorite cryptos like Bitcoin or Ethereum or something. So yeah, as far as, you know, actually trading Incent back and forth, you know, we're seeing a little bit of an uptrend here over the last 24 hours, but in general, it's been a long-term downtrend for Incent. But I do like it. I like what they're doing, you know, and that's the reason why I stuck it on my channel, because I like the idea behind it. I want to support the idea behind it, and maybe the more and more people who stream support it, the more people are going to want to use it. I think that's a pretty cool thing. But the way it's delivered and things, that's one of the biggest things that I love about it. So, Deja Vu, hello from the Netherlands. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Glad to see you here. Is it used on Twitch? Incent can be used anywhere. So Incent is not like a theta thing. Incent is just an overlay that you can put on top of your streaming software. So anywhere you stream, you can do it on YouTube, you can do it on Twitch. I think you see it a lot here on Theta, because there's a lot more crypto focused stuff going on here. So I think that's why I didn't know about it until I came to Theta. Actually, I had never heard of Incent until I started watching a bunch of streams here on Theta, and I kept seeing what's Incent, what's Incent, what's Incent. So you know, if it catches on, it could definitely be a big thing where people are you know, using Incent across all these multiple platforms like Twitch and YouTube too. All right, let's go look at Zilliqa. So, you know, Zilliqa is a great project, I think, in general. But just like all other altcoins, it has been pretty much bleeding out here. Even, you know, you can look over the last 30 days. It's just not, the chart has not been looking good. You know, but on a long term, if you've been a holder of Zilliqa over the long term, definitely a great uptrend here. I mean, if you look at, if you held Zilliqa earlier this year, I mean, you're still in massive profits. It skyrocketed here from, you know, 0.3 of a cent to, you know, the 1 cent or 2, you know, bouncing around 1 to 2 cents here, as high as 2.5 cents over the last, you know, couple of 6 months. But, you know, I think that like all these other altcoins, we're going to start to see a lot of these altcoins that pumped really hard over the summer. We're going to see them bleed out here over the next month or so, as Bitcoin continues to pump, I think, and lead the way. And just like we saw in this cycle last time with Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, Bitcoin led the way, and then other altcoins were following a little bit afterwards, right? A little bit after the cycle. So Zilliqa as a project, though, one of the things I do like is that they're starting to get into NFTs. Now, they're not, I went and checked them out like one of my last streams, because someone was like, oh, go check out Zilliqa, they're doing NFTs, it's gonna be really cool. And I did, and I felt like, you know, what was being sold there in these stores and marketplaces was not at the quality that you see in Ethereum. Or some of the NFTs you've seen on other platforms. But, you know, that's what's going to happen when an NFT ecosystem is just getting started. But I do love the fact that they are getting into NFTs, because I honestly truly think that is the road to mainstream adoption. I think that here in the next 5 to 10 years, gamers in particular are going to be using NFTs. They won't even know it. And other people are going to be using NFTs, and they will have no idea. Not just in gaming, but in, you know, contract law, in real estate, in a bunch of other industries, right? Where we have these tokens that represent maybe real world items as well, because you can attach as much metadata to them as you would need for doing some really complex things, but then also being able to easily trade those things using these NFTs as the base for the information that is being traded through the blockchain. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's one of the cool things about what ZIL is doing. ZIL staking now is great, still 23% API. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as far as a staking coin, like I said, I like ZIL as a project in general. I think that, what they're doing is great. But I'm just hyped on NFTs, guys. That's why I'm always like, hey, they're doing NFTs now. I'm even more excited. But I'm a huge staking guy too, and I love staking my coins. I stake multiple different projects right now. I think I probably stake, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10 different projects. I don't go crazy and stake 1 million coins, but at least, yeah, I have probably at least, actually, that's probably even more than that. At least a dozen, if not more, coins that I stake. And so some of the main ones I stake are, coins like Tezos, IOST, Polkadot, man, and a bunch of others. I mean, just off the top of my head. I have a bunch of others do it, like ADA, Zilliqa I do some staking on. What else do I also stake? Stake Matic. I also stake Matic. Let's go look at Matic, because that was also another request here too. So same story as a lot of other altcoins here in the market. Matic has taken a beating. It's taken quite the beating here. Actually, over the entire year, Matic has taken quite a bit of a beating, guys. It did not see the kind of pumps that we saw with other altcoins because it was not a DeFi-based solution, which is kind of surprising to me because Matic is one of the best layer 2 solutions for Ethereum that I've seen out there. The way that they onboard things and what they're doing, so if if we look at the max chart, if you got in on the Matic project here very early on, you're definitely sitting in profits. But in general, we've seen a lot of support here at the 1 cent level, and we may be climbing back down towards that very 1 cent level. I mean, but really trading not much more. Like, look, we're looking at a high of 4 cents only. So this is one of those coins that has just not really pumped that strongly. We haven't seen a 10x on this coin. But that does not mean that we won't see that here if we see alt season come back in the way that we saw it hit with Bitcoin in the end of 2017 and the beginning of 2018. But solid project. But yeah, in general, over the last, this whole year, just been kind of bleeding out here over a while here. So, but I do stake Matic, and like I said, also a great staking coin. I stake Telos. That's another coin I stake too. Just popping here into my head. So any kind of staking coin, even though the price is going down or it's or the price has been somewhat steady, not a lot of fluctuation, you're staking these coins and you're still getting a good return, right? So over a long-term period, if you're just holding these coins and staking them, you're still going to probably be in the green here, even though the token price may be fluctuating quite a bit. Deja vu. So where do you like to stake your ZIL at? So where do you do your ZIL staking at that you're getting 23% APY? Are you doing it through straight through the ZIL platform, or are you doing it through another platform itself? Yeah, the staking on Celsius is great. When it comes down to what you're getting there for a lot of these coins, I mean, it's really more like interest, not necessarily like staking. It works a little bit different, of course. Yeah, Tezos is definitely taking a hit. Like I said, like all these other coins, Tezos is taking a hit as well. All these other top altcoins have been taking a pretty big smash. So yeah, the Tezos price has just been bleeding out too over the last couple of months. Let's look at, so 30 days charts has been steadily downward trends on this chart. Even though the last 90 days, in August, it was up with everything else, up about $4 on Tezos, which was great. I've only ever bought Tezos at around the $2 level, so that's not, so I'm doing okay still with my Tezos, and you can kind of see that's been, the $2 level has been kind of one of its support levels here, 240, low twos, since it's been kind of around here for the last year. But we've seen some good highs in Tezos. So, you know, some of these coins, I think we'll see them get back to some of these highs we've seen, like Tezos down back to a $4 high, ATH that we saw here in August. But, you know, not unless Bitcoin leads the way like we've seen previous times, because these you know, these cycles have been really short. You know, what we called altcoin summer this year, it was a pretty short cycle. I mean, it really started with some DeFi projects in the beginning of June, maybe a little bit before that, but, you know, for a couple of things, and only went really through, you know, the middle of September. And we're kind of seeing a lot of these coins bleed out to here over the last couple of months. You can claim free ERN if you stake Matic. I don't know what ERN is. I stake Matic, so long as stable price, I'm okay with Matic. Yeah. Moonlet. Okay, Deja Vu, you stake it on Moonlet. I'm not sure. I don't know that platform. Yeah, right now is definitely a good time to buy alts. A lot of these alts are back down to or lower than what they were before this altcoin summer we had. So there's a couple of tokens that would be some pretty good pickups, in my opinion. You know, the Polkadot is always a really good buy here, even though it's not down to some of its lower lows that we've seen over the last summer. But Chainlink, if it continues to go, if Chainlink drops down below like $9, that's a really great pickup there. What else here have we seen? And we're gonna go look at what was the last coin that we're gonna go look at? We were gonna go look at. We looked at Incent. We looked at Zill. What else did you guys want to look at real quick? How about SNX? I'm not familiar with SNX, but we can go look at that. Let me go back here and. I don't remember what the other one was. You guys remember what the other coin I said I was going to look at? I forgot. Oh, Matic. That was right. Yeah, Matic. Yeah, we looked at Matic already. So yeah, I mean, when you look at kind of like who's down and what would be a good pickup here in the market, let me scroll this list and we can kind of see VeChain. VeChain has been bleeding out quite a bit too, but if we look at the long-term chart here for VeChain, yeah, once again, see, you know, June was kind of when things started to take off. You can see VeChain took off really fast at the end of June. You can see, boom, it just shot up. And now it's starting to bleed out. We're down to, you know, 0.9 of a cent. And before the June level, it was about 0.8 of a cent. So, you know, it's getting down to a really good buy zone, I would say, for picking up VeChain. That would be one of my recommendations here. If we go look at VeChain here a little bit more in depth, VeChain. Bet. Yep, there we go. I only had to put V in. That's great. So here's VeChain on the 1 hour, but let's actually go out to the weekly on this chart. So you can see here, this is the weekly you know, chart here, and we're getting down to breaking that support level that we've seen previously of about 0.8 of a cent. And if we break that support, that weekly support, and close you know, below that here in the next 2 weeks or so, I think we could definitely be dropping down to some of these lower levels in between 0.8 of a cent to 1/2 of a cent, or I mean to 1/2 of a tenth of a cent, or 1/2 of 1 cent. Here on this weekly chart. So VeChain definitely one of those ones that I would say is a pretty decent buy here when it comes to top altcoins. What else do you guys think is a good buy? How about Data, DTA? Trick or treat. Yeah, I mean, you know, some of these other coins that really pumped over the altcoin summer, we'll call it. You know, I'm not too keen on as far as picking up here. You know, we'll see. Maybe in the long term, it's definitely worth it. You know, Cell, like we talked about, has been a big gainer here, while other coins have been bleeding out. So that's a pretty good sign. It's been counter trading to the market. Theta, like I said, is usually been doing that, but it's struggling to hold that 58 cent support level. What else is down quite a bit here that would be a good pickup? I mean, Comp has just been bleeding out. I mean, now it's down to $85. That's a pretty low here for Comp. But so Synthetics, you guys also SNX. Let's go look at SNX chart real quick and see what we think about that. Let's get a better look here. Yeah, making that ball drop. Thank you so much, Altered 13, man. Thanks for the follow. So here's SNX on the weekly. I mean, that's a pretty crap weekly chart right there. But let's go look. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's bottomed out, is what I would say. I mean, this is a coin that has almost completely bottomed out. If you look here on this time frame, the 1 day on every chart, I mean, this is it. It's bottomed out pretty hard. So yeah, I mean, that would also be a decent pickup. Now, the project itself, I'm not too necessarily, involved in Synthetics Network, or how or like what they've actually been doing as far as their product is concerned. So I wouldn't say either if I really feel like that's a great buy. But I know a lot of people have been talking about SNX, and it is fairly popular. Yeah, so I mean, so you can see a lot of these DeFi projects have just been bleeding out super hard. Aave has also been bleeding out. Aave has also been bleeding out pretty hard. Yearn also down significant. I think that a lot of these projects were just too hyped. I think they were just too hyped, and they couldn't hold on to these gains that they made here over the last, over the summer. So, in particular, I mean, man, Yearn YFI at its high, $43,000. If you sold this top, man, and you bought in down here in July, you're sitting pretty well. I think that we're going to see this bottom out even more, and we're going to return back to August or July numbers on this token. So I would say probably wait a little bit longer on YFI if you really want to get some major profits on that. But like I said, it really does depend on what happens with Bitcoin and how that starts to lead the market. Other coins, Basic Attention Token is actually at a decent buying level as well. BAT is one of my all-time favorite tokens. It's been pretty beat up this year when you talk about token price, but I mean, when also it just hasn't, fairly stable, we'll say. I mean, beat up, yes. I mean, it went from 12 cents up to a high of 40 cents here at one point here in August. But in general, been pretty steady over the course of its lifetime. If you look at the max chart here, I mean, pretty steady pricing. So it's been bouncing between this very large channel of 40 cents down to 10 cents or so. But BAT is a really great long-term hold in my opinion, because they have one of the most solid projects in crypto, and a product that millions of people are already using, and it's one of those things where they use it and they don't even know it's crypto. That, to me, is a great long-term hold. Some other great pickups out here that might be some good scoops. Let me see what else. Qtum looks like it might be ready for a good time to buy. Yeah, see, a lot of these alts are just getting ready to bottom out hard. Like, you can look at the bottom here that we've seen recently, $1.25. It's at $1.85, so I think that has a little bit more to go before it could bottom out. Blockstack, Terra. Another one I want to actually point out to you guys, and this is kind of crazy. I was in Vitae for a long time. Like, I was in this community. I was doing things with them, and their token has just been steadily rising. I mean, look at this on the year, 566% on this token. And so I was acquiring Vitae when no one knew about them. They were just raining, bits of free Vitae in their channel, in their Discord channel. And I don't know why it's pumped so hard here over the last month or so, but it's just been on a crazy bull run and have shot into the top 100. I actually sold my Vitae at around $3.60. I sold my Vitae around $3.60. So, no, I sold it at $2.60 is where I sold. So I sold early in October, and the reason why I did that is because they had this great Discord bot where you could stake through the bot, but then the company, I guess, that made it then locked all the tokens, and I was like, and they couldn't work it out for months. Like, it was months that my tokens were locked up in this bot, and the Vitae team could not get them unlocked, and it was just, my confidence in the team has definitely just, it tumbled. And so I sold. And you can see maybe that was not the best decision. But I did sell, but I mean, I sold it for a good amount of profit. I mean, like I said, I didn't buy any VTAY tokens, but I staked the ones I was getting. Every time through this bot, I was getting a little bit of VTAY rain in their Discord, and I ended up selling, I ended up with like maybe like 200 or 300 VTAY tokens, about is what I don't remember off the hand, but it was around 200 something VTAY that I ended up selling for around $3. And so that's what, sometimes you never know with some of these projects that start very small, and you can get their tokens for free, or you get them airdropped, or something like a meme project too, and then boom, all of a sudden they're worth a ton, and you can see that token has shot up quite a bit. Engine is actually pretty primed for a good buy here. Engine has dropped down below some of its classic support levels, and you can see here over the year. Let's go to the yearly chart here. It's definitely climbed quite a bit. So we're getting ready to approach some of the levels that we haven't seen here previously, which is this 8-cent level, which it was kind of banging around at for quite some time earlier this year. So I think if we get sub 10 cents on Engine, that's a really good pickup and a really good buy there. Definitely sub 10 cents though. If you get right back around that 8-cent level, it's a really good buy. Decentraland also tumbling pretty hard, but I wouldn't be looking at picking up a Decentraland until about 4-cent level, I would say. That's my target. DTA has devs from Alibaba, Tencent, and Baidu. I mean, that's great. I mean, I'm not saying it's not it's not a good project. I have looked at data before. It's just that it comes down to a lot of these coins were super overhyped and they haven't delivered anything yet. And that's what I really look for in these projects. I need you to deliver something. So having a great team, having a great white paper is great, but until you actually have a working product that you've delivered that is really doing something, it's hard for me to get on going on things. Ohm, yep, Ohm is another one of those in those tokens that have just like they've just bled the F out, And so I think now is a decent time to pick up some of these if you're really interested in the projects, because they are getting ready to bottom out pretty hard, and particularly the tokens who came on board or came to like they were launched during altcoin summer, right? Those tokens that were launched during altcoin summer, that's actually a really good opportunity. So like Data, Ohm, a couple of other ones that were launched during this altcoin summer, and they had a high evaluations to start, and now they're bleeding, and you get to the point where it's okay. Well, now where's the bottom on these things? Well, we're starting to find the bottom, I think, on a lot of other charts here for major altcoins that have been around for a while. So that might also be the bottom for some of these newer altcoins that have been popping up in the DeFi space. So, but I'll definitely, I didn't know that about the devs. Joe Theta, man. Yeah, I didn't know that about the devs. So I'll have to look a little bit more into that, because that does interest me that they have some high level devs there. DTA is supposed to be better than BAT. Well, I don't know. We'll see. BAT is definitely something that has been, kicking some butt here, and they have a great working product. Yeah, there's already a lot of blood in the streets right now with DeFi, so I think that we're going to continue to see more of that in general. DBI bottoms, triple bottom could be. I gave all video on Discord Rainbot. Yeah. So yeah, Irish Crypto Girl, I remember you were in there too with me doing some of the VTAY rains and stuff. Sand is at a good price too. I didn't look at Sand. We're going to talk about Sand here in a second. Hey, Mommy Crypto, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Okay, so now we're going to jump into some news, some NFT news and market stuff. We're going to talk about some NFT news as well right now, and jump into some of those things. But first, I want to do a prediction, close this prediction. So who do I think? So I should have made the question, the prediction. Who do I think is going to win the U.S. election? Personally, I think Trump has a very strong chance here, but I do think that Biden is actually going to pull off this win. I think it's going to be hotly contested. I think Trump is going to claim that he's won, but I think it's going to come down to all these mail-in ballots. And so I do think that in a very close race, I think it is going to be close, closer than most people are predicting. I do think Biden is actually going to be the winner of the election here. So That is who I predicted here. And I should have worded that a little bit different, guys. So apologies on that one. I should have just made that a poll for you guys to go ahead and jump on. But we're going to close the prediction and see who's the winners. P-Bach, I didn't even know you were in channel. You haven't said anything. But thanks for joining me, P-Bach. I wonder if you're just hanging out. You're creeping, you're lurking back there in the back. And MW, congratulations. And Terrence Snake, all some of my stashers who have been here for some time. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and hanging around. I'm going to create... Nope. I'm going to get one more giveaway going on in here for you guys. And then we're going to get to doing some NFT news. All right, open on this prediction and open the giveaway. So there's a new prediction for you guys to go ahead and jump in on. Are NFTs ready for mainstream adoption? Are they? What do you guys think? Let me know in chat what you guys think about it, and I'll tell you what I think about it so you guys can get on that prediction. So far, you're batting 0 for 2. They be lurking. P-Bach be lurking. That's all good. P-Bach's one of my long-term stashers, so I appreciate him. I'm always being here. All right, so we've looked at the crypto markets here, and I've given you guys some of my predictions on some of the coins I think are good buys, and and some of the coins you guys requested me to look at the charts. Now I want to look at a couple of important NFT news things and cool things going on around the space and the NFT markets in general. So the first one, and we talked about this, you're like, Stash, are you going to let me know when the Sandbox is doing their next pre-sale? And boom, here we go. I'm a little bit behind on this announcement because of Halloween. If you guys didn't see my Halloween post, actually on Twitter, we talked about it here. I'll show it again one more time. So here's some photos. Me and my family always do these custom decorations for Halloween, and this year we did Pirates of the Caribbean. So you can see we created all these things. So you can see here's the guys with the whistle with the dog. I made that dog out of chicken wire. I made this 30-foot pirate ship. Let me see what else is here. Like here's all the gold. Like if you guys know the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, these are all scenes from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So a lot of fun, and we dressed up. Like here's me and my girlfriend. Me as Jack Sparrow, her as the Red Winch, right from the auction. And so if you guys love these photos, definitely go like them on Twitter and follow me on Twitter. I made a 30-foot pirate ship. This ship actually fires. So you see the cannons firing, boom, the lights go off and sound. And let me see. I'm going to show you guys the video real quick too, just for those who are just joining us. I'm going to show you this video. Hold on one second. So this is me as Captain Jack Sparrow giving you a tour of everything. We had sound and lights and all kinds of things going on. It was a lot of fun. Hey, thanks for the follow, Alex. Iceman, what's up, man? Thank you guys for joining us. I'm showing a little bit of my custom decorations for Halloween that me and my family made together. So I thought you guys that were just joining me would get a kick out of this. All the treasure and all the things we did. So it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this, and you guys can kind of see this is what my house looked like on Halloween. And kids loved it. Families loved it. Everyone in the neighborhood loved it. So that's a little of what I was doing on Halloween for you guys to check out there. But so getting into some of this news before we get into NFT news. So the Sandbox, has announced their next pre-sale. It's the last round before they are going to do a public sale. So they you know, there's more lands for sale. And someone asked me on one of my videos, they go, well, is there a cap on land stash? And yes, there is a cap on how many lands total they'll sell for the entire sandbox. So once those are sold out, there won't be any more lands that they're going to be able to sell. So the total is 634,000, I believe, is the total amount of lands that will be for sale in the sandbox. They've already sold a very big chunk of that. So this is the last pre-sale where you can actually get a discount still, and and the featured IP for this round is the Smurfs. Now the last one was Care Bears, and I you know, trying to pick between Care Bears and Smurfs, I don't know, man. I think maybe the Smurfs have a bigger chunk in my heart. So I'm definitely gonna be getting some lands in this pre-sale, because the last pre-sale, the gas prices were just astronomically high, and there was no way I was gonna pay $40 for a $30 land. You know, so it would essentially double the price, and that would negate the fact that I'm getting a discount. So I sacrificed getting any lands in the last pre-sale, hoping that there would be a good IP that was going to be featured in this one, and I think that Smurfs are actually a pretty good one. So this is the last, third and last round of land pre-sales, and will be the biggest to date. So they're gonna have a ton of land here. You can only buy lands with their native cryptocurrency sand, and someone else mentioned sand here. Let's go look at the sand price real quick while we talk about it. So you do have to have sand to buy these lands, and already any land that I bought has already increased in value significantly. And if you look at this, you know, this we'll say virtual real estate game or virtual land game in comparison to others, every one of the other games who have already sold most of their lands, like Decentraland or Somnium or, you know, Cryptovoxels, all those plots have like doubled, tripled, 10x'd in price. And so I honestly feel that land here in the same, once they get done doing these sales, I think that that's also going to happen here. So I'm a long-term bullish holder in sand for doing this. And you can see right now is a really great time to buy sand. So it has been bleeding out here as well over the last 30 days. It was holding this 4 cent level really well, but once it broke that 4 cent, you know, right about here, it broke that 4 cent support level. And now you can see it's now that 4 cent has turned into resistance, and now we're dropping back down to really low 3 cent level, and we could go below 3 cents on this token pretty easily. So this is a really great buy right now as well. So if you're looking to get in on land pre-sales here for this last one, this is a great time to buy sand, and then to also get in on you know, the sandbox. And if you guys want to get in on the sandbox, I definitely would appreciate you guys using my link. So let me grab that for you and put it in chat so you guys have it. So yeah, if you guys want to jump in and get in on this pre-sale and you haven't yet, this will be a great time to do that, and I would appreciate you using my link. I get a little bit of credit for doing that, and I would really love for you guys to be able to support me through doing that. So I am an ambassador for the sandbox, so I've been talking about the sandbox here and promoting the sandbox and doing videos and reviews and interviews with the team and the COO for a very long time, and so I support them 100%, and I love what they're doing here with their land. But you can see you're getting a 10% discount. You can only buy them with sand. There'll be premium lands, which is how you get the Smurfs. So the premium lands are more expensive, right? But it's always a set amount of price. It's not a set amount of sand. It's a set amount of price in USD. So you can see that's exactly what they're going to have. So, you know, you do have to have it set up. The best way to do it really is usually to have it in MetaMask wallet. That's been the easiest buying steps for me, is buying sand on Binance.com, then transferring that to my MetaMask wallet, and then buying on the sale there. So pretty easy process, but you can see it's going to go on sale November 12th, which I already have. I have that on my calendar, so I'm reminded. I'm going to be definitely picking up you know, as many premium lands as I can kind of get around this sale. And you can kind of see they've also shown this here, which is a pretty interesting thing. So on this map, there's going to be another Atari location here, as well as another Smurfs, as well as the Smurf location as well on this map, and then also around Binance. So Binance is going to have a bunch of lands here too, and they're going to be doing a special partnership with the sandbox, and so we're not exactly sure what that's going to be, but I think it might be something to do and having to do with buying sand. So my goal is to pick up something around Atari, something around Smurfs, and something around Binance during the same time. So, and then I'll get myself some Smurfs. So here's the prices that we're looking at for land. So one land, the regular 1x1 is going to go for 910 sand, and then a premium land is going to go for 2,107 sand. If we calculate that real quick at the current price of 0.03, we'll say 0.01 cents times 2,107. You're looking at only $63, only 63 USD for a premium land. I mean, that is a steal, guys. They set these land prices at a price when the sand was a little bit more expensive. So this is a really great time to jump in and buy some of these really great, looking some of these great, located parcels, right? Some of these really greatly located parcels. Yeah, Binance has bought it. You can see that like here, so you can see as far as who's bought what. Binance has already purchased these large spots, and not only here, but on different spots of the map, they have these massive properties. So what do I do with all the decorations now? Well, the decorations for my house are going to stay up for about a week or two, and then I'm going to recycle all of them. So a lot of stuff we reuse every year. So we reuse as much of the things we can for Halloween. So that's a great question, Bruggy. Thanks for asking that, man. Land is not really, buying land is not hard. Like I said, buy sand on Binance, put it in your MetaMask wallet, get ready to buy it on the day of, and it's one of those things where it is kind of a mad dash. So you do have to be there, ready, logged into your accounts, and be quick on the fingers to get it done. But virtual land is pretty big. So Real Life Naked Boy asks, like, what is land exactly? So these lands, so you can see here, each one of these little spots is a land where you can that you actually own. So what that means is you can speculate on that land, so you can buy and sell land, right, for different prices, or you can build a game and monetize your land in some sort of way, or even rent out your land to somebody that wants to build a game or monetize on it. So just like we see with places like Decentraland, people are building games on these, and then you charge, we'll say 10 sand for you to play this game on your land, or for this experience, right? And so that's what buying land essentially gives you. You own a piece of this game, a piece of the land that things will be built on, or that you could build on in this game. So that's essentially what land is here in the sandbox. It's a piece of the map of the sandbox that you own, that you can do anything you want with. So you could build on it yourself. It could just be your own personal, hangout for you and your friends that play in the sandbox, or you could try and create some sort of game in the sandbox and monetize it for people to come through, or you can just speculate on the lands. And essentially, I am going to be doing some building on my lands, but I'm also definitely speculating that these lands are going to be in high demand and are going to fetch a premium when the game actually launches. Yeah, Joe Theta, man, you're right. Atari Chain just launched as well. I've been telling you guys, if you guys have been in my community, I've been talking about Atari and Atari Token, and a bunch of people in my community got in early because they saw my videos, they heard me talking about it in Telegram, and they got in at 8 cents. Well, now they've launched, and now the token is live. And the token price is doing, is now increased now. I mean, they increased it now twofold at least. So I 2x my money just out the gate, because they did a sale with Bitcoin.com, which was not my favorite platform, but they did a sale through Bitcoin.com. And let's go look at what that looks like right now, because I haven't looked at it today. So we can go look at what that looks like. Oh my gosh, complete the security step. Yes, I'm human. Containing a car, DeLorean, that counts. Come on. Oh my gosh, they won't even let you get in without a trading account. There we go. No, it doesn't show the list of it here either. Huh. Let's see if we can find it on good old CoinGecko. Oh yeah, there we go. ATRI. Oh, so it's down significantly. So when I said I was up in profits, that's not necessarily true at this point. But so it started trading at 25 cents, and it's definitely tumbled a significant amount. I didn't realize that it went down so much. I think that has to do with the fact that they're only on Bitcoin.com, and there was kind of some upsets there. But in general, I think that Atari is a great hold. I'm still about break even right now with the token, but I don't see it going down. In the long term. Once they launch their VCS console and the sandbox is on it and people are using it, I definitely think that Atari is a good purchase right now. So. Anyways, okay, so going into the sandbox, big pre-sale. This is the last one to get a discount on, so definitely come check that out. Another thing I want to show you guys here in NFT news. Yeah, Atari's building a hotel in Vegas. Yeah, I mean they're going big. Atari's coming back in a big way, and so I'm really betting on Atari in the long term. I think that with their VCS, it's going to be the first blockchain-enabled console, and that's a pretty big thing. And so they're going to be really doing some interesting things. Yep. Land in sandbox goes fast. Usually it's under 5 minutes, and every parcel of land is gone. So. Yep, instant drop in, you guys. Definitely make sure you guys get that. Everything is down, yeah, for sure. Everything is down right now, so it's not necessarily just something wrong with Atari launching. It was just a bad time to launch for Atari. They've been waiting to do a public launch, and they just chose a pretty bad time. But I want to talk about this platform called Cargo. So Cargo released a pretty cool thing today called Cargo Packs. And if you guys are familiar with Wax and Wax NFTs and how they work, I'm a big fan of Wax. I've been a supporter of them for a very long time. And they have had some very successful launches of these collectible card packs on their platform, where you buy a pack of cards just like you would normally, like a baseball cards or trading cards in a store. And you don't know what you're going to get, and you open the pack and you're like, oh cool, I got all these random things, and there's different percentages of what you're going to get. Well, to be able to do something like that is something you have to you have to code, right? You have to code a whole platform to do that. But Cargo, which is an NFT, creation tool that is, for the Ethereum blockchain, has been around for a long, quite some time, but they haven't been very popular. But now they're launching these NFT packs, where it's an all-in-one platform to create and manage and sell your packs, right? So you can put in anything you want into these packs, and then sell them as a pack, and you don't have to have a whole robust system to do that. I think this is actually a really cool feature that we haven't seen from any of the other NFT creation platforms, including Wax. Wax doesn't have a really good turnkey solution for packaging your NFTs into packs. I mean, you can go and create your own NFTs on Wax, which is really easy to do on the Atomic Hub, but no way to really put them into packs like this, where you can set percentages and decide how much goes into what, and then sell how many packs. So I thought this was a really cool thing that Cargo did for people that are creating on Ethereum. So I just want to put a little highlight into that, so you can kind of see how that works. So you can see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Irish Crypto Girl, that you lost your Wax. They should have given a little bit of a longer time to go from Wax to Wax P. I agree with that. Yeah, Wax is a great platform. They've been crushing it as far as sales go and getting great IPs. But I would love to see this feature come to maybe the Atomic Hub, where you can create your own NFTs, but also be able to create these things. So you can see, you name your series of packs, you specify how many number of packs, how many items per pack, you design items in packs, specific probability for receiving each item, you deploy the Pax Pax smart contract to Ethereum, you fund the Pax smart contract with Cargo credits, which is their own thing that's coming. It's going to be an ERC20 Ethereum based token that you'll need to use to be able to do this. And then you sell and distribute the packs, boom, celebrate. So I think it's a really cool thing. And so you'll be able to sell the packs directly from their marketplace, right? Oh, Bruggy, thank you so much. Mustache love to you, buddy, for the dono there. I appreciate it, man. I'm not an affiliate yet on Theta, so the donations mean a lot to me. I really appreciate that. So I thought this was a really cool thing that Cargo is doing, and I hope to see this come to some more platforms, but I want to put a spotlight on it today. Another thing that I want to talk about here in NFTs is the NFT awards. And so right now, the engine is hosting the NFT awards. And so this is mostly this is Ethereum based NFTs, but you can go to nftawards.org and you can nominate an NFT, right? Or you can go vote for the ones that have already been nominated. And so you can see right now, my buddy Crypto Tips has been really pushing the community to, vote for his as best utility NFT. But there's some other ones here, like as Adoption Potential Award, most innovative NFT, and then most innovative. There's a couple more NFT of the year. And it's crazy, how many of these have been are ones here, but then how quickly this has gone up and down with how these communities are getting people to vote on their stuff. So like I voted for some of my favorites, like Oogie was one of my favorites that I voted for. I also voted for, let me see what else. Nothing here in these top ones, and some of these are kind of weird. Like I said, some of these are a little bit weird. But if you click on these, you can kind of see what exactly they do. But yeah, in general, right now these NFT awards are going on. So if you have a favorite NFT that's on Ethereum, you can go submit it, or you can go here and scroll through some of the top ones and submit some of the things. So I thought that I actually voted for this. The God from my metaverse was pretty cool. And some of these are ones that I hold, and some of them are just ones that I thought were really cool. I don't think anyone has nominated any of my NFTs or not. Let me see. Oh, no, that's not true. Look at that. Somebody upvoted my Stash Founders token. Thank you guys so much. I did not know that. Someone nominated mine. So if you go down to like the 2 votes, you can go vote on my Founders token. Actually, here, I didn't even know that. I'm going to go put this in chat for you guys. If you guys want to be so kind, go and vote for my NFT. Get it up there in the ranks a little bit. But I thought this was a pretty cool, unique thing. There hasn't been any NFT awards yet. And this is the first of the kind. So if you guys want to go vote for me, you don't have to do anything. You just go here, click vote. That's it. No reason to register or anything like that. So pretty cool. So I would appreciate a vote, I guess. But look at all the other great NFTs there. I can play the games now in Sandbox. No, Alex, the Sandbox is not launched. It's in pre-release right now. Need those Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, I have a big collection of Garbage Pail Kids, and I've definitely flipped a bunch of Garbage Pail Kids too. I still have not opened my GPK packs. Wow, that's crazy. I have a bunch of packs I haven't opened either. Irish Crypto Girl, so I'm saving a couple here for a little while. All right, and moving on, some more big NFT news. And this is not necessarily about NFTs themselves, but about a crypto-based game that I thought was actually really interesting. Axie Infinity is launching their own in-game currency called AXS. This is going to be the Axie Infinity currency. Right now, if you guys may think, well, I thought Axie already had a currency. I thought small love potions were a currency. Well, they're actually not. Small love potions are a particular item that you use to breed your Axies in the game, and it's like something you earn through the game itself. And so Axie Infinity is coming out with a new token that is going to be on the Binance Launchpad. So if you guys are on Binance, if you guys have not signed up for Binance, you can get here and get on the Launchpad, and hopefully if you own some BNB, you can get in and get a ticket claim to be able to buy AXS when it first launches at the launch price. So when you talk about, so this is basically tokenos, governance. It's and community tokenos will be able to direct usage of funds pooled in the community treasury, and in time join in decisions of what the features may be added to the game. And so in general, it's a governance token here, but it's there. I think they're going to have other use cases for it as the time goes on. So I think this is actually pretty big news. Axie Infinity is one of the most played crypto blockchain games out there. And so if you like CryptoKitties and the breeding aspect, but actually being able to play a game too, Axie Infinity does that. So it's both a game and also a breeding thing. And they're actually they're launching they have a land too. So they have kind of put all these things into one that have been successful in lots of other formats. So they have land, that's coming out, and then they have the fact that they have their own token, and they also have breeding, and then also have a game surrounding around it. So really great project, great game in general. I've played this game on my blockchain gaming stream a bunch of times, and I'm going to be playing it actually this Thursday on the Secret Agent Stash Show right here on Theta. So if you guys are going to be around on Thursday, I haven't put it out there on social yet, but I am going to be playing Axie Infinity this Thursday on the Secret Agent Stash Show at 4 p.m. here on Theta. So make sure you guys come back and check on that. The game is fun, but I couldn't win arena battles, so quit. Yeah, I mean, you really have to have good Axies to win battles like in the arena. You got to really breed, and some of these Axies are expensive and stuff like that. So it is a high dollar game when it comes to some of those things. But you can do, Irish Crypto, you can do a lot of the campaign stuff, which is fun too. So a lot of stuff going on with Axies. Really great game, super polished, and really excited to see that they're coming out with their new AXS token. I think this is actually going to be a pretty good token to people want to hold on to, especially if you're a blockchain gamer like I am. The next thing I want to put a little highlight on real quick before we get to the end of our stream and the spin of the Wheel of Crypto for all of my Crypto Stash founder token holders is my buddy from Play to Earn is doing the Play to Earn Game Festival right now, which is it's held in Crypto Voxels. So if you guys know Crypto Voxels, it is a playable virtual land, right? Where you can go in, it's the same thing like Sandbox, where you can build your property up and you can build experiences and stuff in there. And so he is hosting this Play to Earn festival where you can earn prizes and learn about blockchain gaming. And all you got, and it started November 2nd and it runs through the 13th. And so some of your favorite blockchain games will be represented there. As you can see, Synergy of Sarah. Sarah is the title sponsor, but also Axies, Terion, Six Dragons, Splinterlands, Gods Unchained, Sandbox, all my favorites. All my favorite games are represented in this game, and you can see there's going to be a schedule of like who's going to be doing what. So right now, today, they're doing Sandbox, Six Dragons, and Gods Unchained. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think that. So you guys should definitely, if you guys haven't, and you don't need to have anything to join into Crypto Voxels. As a matter of fact, let's go just jump in and see what it looks like right now. So here we are at the Play to Earn Festival headquarters in Crypto Voxels. Just got to wait for it to load here real quick. But you can come in here and you can kind of see all these cool things of what's going on. I tried to customize my guide before, but then for some reason it did not work. But you can see here, like, here's the guidebook. And I like how he's done these, he's made these like little game cabinets, right, for each one of the games. So there's like a video of each one here.
Welcome to the Sandbox, a virtual world where players own the land and create all.
So you can kind of come here and you can see all about each one of these games. So I love the concept and what he's done here with this, and so I wanted to make sure you guys came in, check this out. And all you got to do is just go to this URL right here, Play to Earn online festival, and I'm actually going to stick this in chat so you guys can check it out. So it's really cool. So definitely go look about Play to Earn on this. The other thing I want to just tell you guys real quick about is the Blockchain Gaming Alliance, which I am a member of. The Blockchain Gaming Alliance, they're doing a really big game demo day on November 4th, so it's tomorrow at 5 p.m. CEST, and I think that is like 9 a.m. my time. And they're going to be doing game demos of like all these major games. So, like if you guys had any questions about some of these games, or maybe you wanted to see exactly what they look like, some of them are in development, some of them aren't, but this would be a great way to get exposure to some games that are blockchain based. It's kind of similar to what I do, but they're going to be doing a bunch of different games. They're going to be showcasing all these games here tomorrow on the Blockchain Gaming Alliance channel here on YouTube. So a lot of fun, a lot of great things going on in the NFT space and the markets. Next week, we'll take a more detailed look at the actual markets and trading and pricing of NFTs. Because like I said, I took about a week off to be able to do my Halloween decorations. So haven't had the amount of time that I've had here the last couple of weeks to be diving into things. So now we've looked at a little bit of NFTs. I'm going to close this current prediction. Are NFTs ready for mainstream adoption? Yes. Yes, of course they are. Look how far we've come and look how much involved people are right now. And this is just the beginning. But I think that they are ready for mainstream adoption. And I think that within the next couple of years, by 5 years from now, I think we will see NFTs proliferated. I think we'll see them everywhere in the mainstream and people will be using them and they don't even know it. That's what I am actually predicting. In 5 years, I think we'll see every major digital industry using NFTs in some sort of way. And most people won't even realize they're an NFT, but they'll be collecting them, they'll be trading them, they'll be using them, for things like contracts. And I think it's going to be, a major driver of blockchain adoption. Okay, predictions closing. Who is going to be the big winners today? Boom! Grats to Rick Costa, Mommy Crypto, and Mulpicode. Congrats, guys. We're gonna have one more. I'm gonna do one more. Open one more prediction here, so we can give you guys some more stuffs. All right. Open this prediction for you guys and open the giveaway. Should you follow me on Twitter for more Stash? Of course you should. Yes, follow Stash on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me here, definitely follow me here. Like I said, I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So on Thursdays, we have the Secret Agent Stash Show where I feature blockchain games. And we do it big. And then on Tuesdays, we always do Crypto Market Watch and NFTs. But I would love for you guys to follow me on Twitter and all my other spots. So you can follow me on Twitter there. You can also follow me on my YouTube channel where I put out all my videos. Now that Theta has videos here, I also am going to be posting as many of the videos as I can here on Theta, even though they do have a limit. So I have to be a little bit careful about that. But in general, I would love for you guys to follow me on both those locations on YouTube so you can get my latest videos, and then also on Twitter. And then stop by my website too if you guys have not checked out the website before. It's where I post all of my stuff, and you can find everything that I do there, plus all of my social links as well. All right, so now, guess what it's time for? It's time for the spinning of the Wheel of Crypto. That's right, the special Wheel of Crypto, which is something that only people who, let me get this going. So this is a special giveaway for people who own my Crypto Stash Founders token. It's an NFT that you can go buy on the marketplace, and I actually put in, I put that link in there for you guys a little bit earlier. Let me see if I can grab that link again so you guys can check it out. And I'll drop that here in chat for you. But basically, people who own my Crypto Stash Founders token, they get entered into a monthly drawing to spin this sweet wheel that you see right here to the left of me, and earn some of these amazing prizes. So there's a bunch of great stuff on here. Things like I'll do a custom video for you, or I'll make a custom NFT for you. $10 an engine, a bunch of my NFTs that I've already created, GPK packs, $10 in Bitcoin, a gaming gift card. There's so many really good things in here. So hopefully you guys are wanting to get in on something like this, because I think that there's some great stuff. So today we're going to be drawing the winners from all the people who hold these tokens as the last thing we're doing here before we sign off for the day. So you can go right now is a great time to go buy one of these tokens actually on the marketplace that I just posted, because Engine is down. And so you could get a really good deal on one of these tokens and be part of the big monthly giveaway that we do here. I know we got a couple of stashers in the chat that hold tokens. Irish Crypto Girl, Pbach, MW, a couple others here in chat too. If you're in chat, oh hey, Marshall Draku, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining me here. So yeah, we got a couple other people in chat that are also token holders that get in on this special giveaway. 3 days late on spin. Well, see, the thing is, if the end of the month falls like on a weekend or something, I usually will do it like the next Tuesday or something, right? So I always do it kind of like the last Tuesday of the month is what we're doing here. I try and, you know, do it as close as I can to the end of the month, but yes, you're right, caught me. I'm a little bit late here on this spin. But man, I was wrapped up in Halloween. You guys seen those Halloween decorations? Shit was crazy. So, all right, let's do this. Now what we got to do is, first things first, we got to pick the 3 wallets that are going to be the winners. So I have everybody, all the wallets that own one of these tokens now here in a random.org list. And the top 3 addresses that show once I randomize the list, those are going to be the 3 winners. So we're going to get ready and randomize. So here we go. Here's our 3 winners for this week, or for this month. These are the 3 winning addresses. So if you have one of these addresses and you're in chat, definitely let me know, because I want to know. Irish Crypto Girl was one of the winners last time, and she was in chat, and it was great to see everybody here, you know, or to see some of the winners in chat to get super hyped and excited. So I've just put those here. Here are the 3 addresses that we're drawing today. I'm gonna go put these into my spreadsheet real quick. So I have them, because I keep meticulous track of all these things, so I know exactly what's going on. And so the thing is that with these prizes, guys, if it's an NFT or something Ethereum based, because I have your address and I can send it to you directly without getting any kind of interaction, I do. But if it's something else like you know, Game with Stash, you got to contact me within 72 hours to be able to claim that prize. So that's a pretty big one right there. Call me modded. What's up? Heatsink, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Jumpman Crypto, also a proud stasher. Thank you, man, so much for the support. So, okay, so here are the 3 addresses here above me. These are the ones that we're going to be drawing right now. The first one, the top one, is going to be the very first spin. So it ends in 34F. That's going to be the very first one that we're going to do a spin for. And let's see what they get today. If you, like I said, if your address is there, let me know. Contact me within 72 hours to be able to claim your prize. Here we go. Ready and spin. I love that spinning wheel. I mean, I love doing theta giveaways too, but there's nothing like having a little spinning wheel like this. I don't know what's going to happen, and it's a real wheel. It's not like a, you know, digital one too, so it's great. Oh my gosh, Stash Loot. It was so close. Oh my god, look how close it was to your choice. It's just on the other side. It's just on the other side of your choice. Wow, that was really... No one has ever got your choice before. That would have been huge. Okay, well, the first guy gets a Stash Loot. Stash Loot is actually the first NFT I've ever created, guys. So it has a little piece of history here. And it was actually one of the very first NFTs created for a crypto creator themselves. I learned just the other day that Meltoid actually made his own token before I got mine, but mine was in collaboration with the Engine team, so I still think it's a very special thing, and it definitely was one of the very first tokens for a content creator out there. So, grats to wallet address ending in 34F for getting a Stash Loot NFT. All right, let's do draw number 2. Alexander, thanks for that dance party. Making that ball drop, baby. You love it. I love it. I love it so much. All right, so here we go. This is for wallet ending 547, the second one down. Here we go. Big crypto, big crypto, big crypto. I want some good prizes for you guys. What's it gonna be? Oh my gosh, a custom NFT! Wow, that's a great one. Custom NFT. So the winner of this wallet ending in 547, you have won a custom NFT, which means I will design you an NFT of your whatever you want. So you give me the subject matter, and I will make that NFT. And so you get a custom NFT that will be on the Crypto Stash Ethereum engine-based platform. So, but make sure you contact me within 72 hours to claim this prize, because I can't just send you a custom NFT until you tell me, right, what you want. So congratulations, that's a pretty big prize, because you think about how much my time goes into that. That's a pretty big thing. So, Ollie Word, thank you so much for following me. Ollie, it's Ollie World. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. We're wrapping up the stream here with this last prize giveaway. This is a special prize drawing I do once a month for all the people who own my Crypto Stash Founders Token NFT. All right, here we go. Last spin we're doing, and this is for wallet ending 965. Oh, Mommy Crypto, you won the giveaway. Nice. Oh wait, no, did you win? Is that one of your? Is one of those your addresses, Mommy Crypto, or are you talking about the Theta giveaway? Which one are you talking about there? I want to know. But here is the last spin, guys, for a wallet ending 965. Oh, Mommy Crypto, thank you so much for the donos. Appreciate it. I appreciate your continued support. What do we got? Oh, another stash loot. Nice. Well, there you go. No, wallet number 965. You got a stash loot. The 2 stash loot winners, those will go out to you automatically because I do have your Ethereum addresses. But if you got this, if you have the second address ending in 547, you have to contact me within 72 hours to claim that custom NFT. Wow, that is epic. I'm just putting them here in my log. So there we go, guys. So we had a lot of fun. We did a market watch. We did a bunch of giveaways on Theta. You guys have earned T-Fuel and you've earned Incent. And we did the big monthly close with all the people who hold one of my Crypto Stash Founders tokens, which, you know, as you can see, there's some really great prizes on there, guys. So, you know, don't sleep on getting on board with that Founders token because the engine is very cheap right now. And so you can get them for a pretty good price. So I'll put the link in chat just one more time if you guys are interested. But I appreciate you, Mommy Crypto, for dropping a little bit of love back on me in the form of T-Fuel that you've earned here just by watching the channel and hanging out. I very much appreciate that. What's an NFT? So Ollie World, I'm really glad that you asked that question. Just real quick before we sign off, an NFT stands for non-fungible token. Right, but what that really just means is that something that's rare and digital, a rare digital item. So that rare digital item could be a piece of art. It could be a token that is used for a game. It could be, something of that name. But it's blockchain based, so it's a blockchain based rare digital item. And in this case, we're talking about my tokens that I created on Engine. And so some of them have use cases like you can use them in games, or they allow you to enter into prize drawings like this, or they're collector's items, right? So like there's Garbage Pail NFTs that have been very popular. They're getting ready to launch some Street Fighter NFTs, which are a lot of fun. But if you want to know more about NFTs, definitely come back and subscribe to my channel or follow my channel, because I talk about NFTs all the time. They're the next big hot thing in crypto, and I really do think it's what it's going to catapult cryptocurrency into mainstream adoption. So there we go, guys. We had a lot of fun, and I will be back on Thursday, of course, with the Secret Agent Stash Show. We're going to be where I stream all of my favorite blockchain games, and I always wear a different disguise. So it's much different than this stream. I'm in my Secret Agent outfit, and I change into different disguises every Thursday, and I play my favorite blockchain games. We talk about why blockchain gaming is important. We talk about NFTs, and I play the game, and we jump in, and I show you all about these really cool games. So definitely come back and hang out with me on Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. That's 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. actually UTC. So if you're on Universal Time, it's a midnight there, and you can figure it out if it's your other time signature or not. But yeah, that's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that.